Good morning, everybody. This is JP Godeth checking in for another of our quick little cooking videos. In this one, it is literally going to be a quick video. And what we're going to be doing is making what my family has always called eggs in a basket. And I don't know regionally what it might be called for you, if it has a different name. A lot of people have actually never even heard of this. All it is a variation of eggs in toast. We are going to be taking some kind of regular stuff and just making it a little better. Unfortunately, all I had for toast this morning, all I had for bread was regular old sandwich bread for my kids. I didn't. If I'd thought about it, I got some nice sourdough or something like that. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this bread and we're going to butter both sides of it, which at first sounds like a bit of a pain in the butt, and it kind of is, but it's functional. And it's going to make a little bit of a mess on the cutting board, but hey, whatever. I think if you don't make any messes while you're cooking, you're probably doing it wrong. The reason I wanted to do this was because it kind of occurred to me that in general, it's not that everything that can be cooked needs to be difficult or complicated or whatever. And I figured, what the hell? If I'm ever going to have a chance of trying to remotely catch up with Vault Girl, maybe we need to share some more mundane things. And this is something that, like I said, I've heard people say they've never heard of this before. So I've just got myself 2 pieces of bread here. I have a biscuit cutter that fits mostly inside the bread. If you don't have a biscuit cutter, honestly, a lot of people use, for years I used a glass, drinking glass, to try and do this. But you want to get something that fits just inside the bread and then cut around out of it. And in this case, actually, this is a little too big even, so it's going to make this a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Because I just cut that piece. Such is life. Alright, I'm going to transfer this over to my pan. I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, we're back here at my pan, just a skillet. And while this is still warming up just a little bit more, wanted to say a couple of more quick things. One, as a general statement, if you haven't heard already, Vault Girl and I are doing a collaborative playlist, and we are trying to encourage our gamer friends, our gamer geeks, all of our people, the entire YouTube community. We're not going to really worry too much about who you are. We want everybody to come and cook with us. Get in your kitchen, share your local recipes, share things you've done with your families, regional favorites, whatever. Share something. We just are trying to do something a little different for our group of friends, and hope you guys will join us. As a general statement for this meal here, like I said, it's just a variation of eggs and toast, and really all of the things that you need: bread, butter, eggs, some sort of cheese is my preference, and let us not, of course, forget the most important part of any meal that we cook for breakfast, and that is coffee. So don't forget that. Get some coffee too, or tea, I suppose. You can have whatever you want. It doesn't really bother me any. Alright, so when our pan is warm and we haven't overcut our bread, we're going to put these, what we're now going to call baskets, into the pan, but they are definitely not supposed to be 2 pieces. So hurry for me goofing that part up already. And then just for saying's sake, we're going to put a little dab of butter in the middle of the basket for when our egg hits it. We don't, I prefer to fry my eggs in, I guess, officially margarine. Come on, you get off of there. But if you prefer butter itself, if you use lard in your house, whatever you use, have fun with it. So it's easy. You put your eggs down. Your bread down. This is just going to be like if you were doing, like grilled cheese or something. Toast with butter on it, or bread with butter on it. Egg goes into the basket. As you can see, they're not quite as contained as they could be because they're broken, but the idea is the same. I prefer my eggs over medium, which, in case anybody is not officially in the know, means that the whites have stopped being runny, and that's kind of my preference. Now the other parts, the rounds that are left, those go into the pan as well on the side, and they're going to cook up. For seasonings, I always keep a little bit of kosher salt to hand, just a little salt and pepper to taste. Didn't get as much of a pinch there as I was hoping for. Some grinds with my trusty mill. Love me some pepper. And then for fried eggs, something that I have always liked to do, I don't even know why, but I think it makes things taste a little bit better. I put a little bit of celery salt on my fried eggs. I don't know why it helps, but I believe it does. So, in this instance, you're going to want to cook your eggs to your preference. Come on, you. It's not quite ready to move yet. As I said, I prefer mine over medium, so I'm going to go for runny yolks, cooked whites. Now that I've flipped this one over, it gets to step 2, which in this instance I'm going to do a couple different ways for the cheese. For this one I'm going to put a slice of sandwich cheese on it. This is pepper jack cheese. And for the other one here, we're going to put a little bit of shredded, like a jack blend on it. Use whatever you like. If you don't like it at all, prefer not to have it, lactose intolerant or whatever, you don't have to. But this is the way I've always cooked it. And you end up with toast and egg and cheese, and hopefully you find it delicious. Now these rounds, like I said before, it's a little bit like a grilled cheese. You're just going to make sure you flip these things over and get them cooked up. Always to your preference. But then at this point, all we got to do is let our eggs cook down to whatever it is that we are looking for. And that's it. So I'll see you guys in a minute after these are on a plate. Alright, so here we have it. Eggs and toast, under 5 minutes. Like I said, my family calls these eggs in a basket. And it's just a quick, easy breakfast. Anytime you're going to have just toast and eggs, give it a thought. Like I said, for me, I like my yolks runny. And yeah, enjoy. Thanks for watching with me. This has been Jay Death. And like I said, I'm absolutely encouraging everybody out there to make some food videos, share them with Vault Girl in the community, and we'll go from there. See y'all next time. Bye-bye. Love this stuff. Just love it.